The women's hockey team hosts St. Cloud State this weekend. Saturday's game starts at 2 p.m. and features a 10-year reunion of the 2006 NCAA championship team. The puck then drops at noon on Sunday. Head coach Mark Johnson is here. We'll have some opening comments and take questions.
Thanks, Brian. Certainly pleased with the effort of our team this past weekend. 6 periods that consisted of a lot of battles. I don't know if you say it in the women's game or not, but it was a physical series. We're not allowed to check, but if you watched any of the games or any of the periods, it was a physical game. It was a battle. It was very tight checking. And very pleased yesterday with the opportunity that we had late in the game on a power play, and to have Emily scored obviously helped us win the game. But from her standpoint, her parents for the first time were in Madison, got a tour of our area, of where Emily lives, a real chance to connect dots as far as Emily on her phone telling her parents what Madison and her world is all about, but for them to be able to come down and connect dots and see her score the winning goal yesterday, I know it was a special day for her and her family, and those are moments that you enjoy, and certainly we enjoyed this past weekend, and take today off and then get ourselves prepared for St. Cloud Saturday and Sunday.
Mark, can we just do a little history review with your 06 team? What do you think that team's legacy is? I think it was your first senior class since you'd been here, first one to win a national championship. What type of memories kind of come back when you think about that club?
I think the one thing was the learning process and the understanding of what it was going to take to maybe become a championship team. And the previous year we had played out at Dartmouth in our first ever NCAA game, and got off to a great start, got a lead, played well, and they had a very strong team. They had, I think, 4 or 5 Canadian national Olympic players on their team, and they ended up scoring a couple power play goals and ended up defeating it. But the sense and the talk after the game was about, this is a stepping stone. This is an opportunity to try to take the next step next year, prepare ourselves. And I think, with Sarah Bauer and some of the kids, Vetter, they understood it. And, they worked out that summer, and they put themselves in a position mentally to take that next step. And I think that's one thing that I remember about that group. It started that spring out in Dartmouth as we left there, disappointed that we got defeated, but a learning process that helped us push forward and helped us, win our first championship.
Mark and Renee has done some really incredible things this entire year. Is there a point when you just kind of sit on the bench and just kind of marvel at what she does?
Well, I congratulated her after the game last night, and I said, for me, on the bench, it was fun to watch her this past weekend, and her response to me was, it was fun playing. And so, when kids are enjoying it, they're focused in, and, she put together 6 solid periods and really gave us an opportunity to win both games. And so, as time goes on and she's able to do these things and have special weekends like this past weekend, I think just as, it helps her with her confidence and bodes well for us as we move forward, with our last 8 games here.
It appears St. Cloud State's a much improved team. Is that true?
Yeah, they're playing much better. Second year with their coaching staff, and they seem to be connecting on power plays and be playing more confident, more comfortable, and certainly will be a big test. And similar to our weekend against Minnesota, and then we went up to Grand Forks and ended up losing our Friday night game. Both games this weekend with sellouts, with the band there yesterday. I mean, there was a lot of energy in the building, and the big thing is to come back tomorrow, focus in and continue to do the things that are necessary as we prepare. And whether you're playing X or Y, you need to prepare yourself and give yourself a chance to win. And those are paying attention to the little details and getting yourself mentally ready to go.
John.
Sarah Nurse obviously came into this program with a reputation, but it seems like she's taken her game to the next level this year. Are you seeing the same thing where she's scoring goals at a high rate and scoring goals like she did yesterday?
The one thing she's able to do, and she's very consistent at, is create scoring opportunities. And some nights she's able to put a couple past the goaltender. Other nights, those opportunities might turn into a second opportunity by someone else coming in and collecting a rebound. But she's an electrifying player. She's an excellent penalty killer. She's got a quick stick and she's got quick feet. And I think, at times within games she's able to separate because of her stick and because of her speed and create scoring opportunities. So she's a fun player to watch, and she's very consistent day in and day out. And so hopefully she'll continue to progress and score some more big goals for us. Heard she was on ESPN last night, top 10 with her goal. Is that correct? Yep. Pretty cool.
Is women's hockey getting more and more physical?
Well, if you watch those 6 periods, it was physical, but it's part of the involvement, and and different teams are going to play different ways, and North Dakota had some big bodies. They played aggressive. They tried to play the game fast. They did a very good job at it. And so when kids are moving on the ice at a pretty good clip, and they're battling for the puck, there's only one puck, and somebody's got to come up with it. And so there's some collisions, and there's some things that are going to happen within the game, and you just have to, be prepared and be ready to battle in. And we talk about it as coaches. There's a lot of 50-50 battles. So if you and I are battling for the puck, one of us has to come up with it. And if I'm able to do it as a team, more than you are, generally we're going to have that puck more, and we can create some more things. So it's a big part of the game, and certainly, St. Cloud, brings the sort of the same type of team in there. They've got some big bodies. They'll try to play aggressive in certain areas. So I know our players, they probably were feeling a little bit today, more so than we play some other teams.
Was it a point of pride heading into the series because they had handed you their lone loss, or were the girls just taking it just like any other game, just trying to play better?
Well, I'm sure it was in the back of their mind, but as coaches, you look at video, look at what they maybe have done the previous weekend in their games, their line combinations, and, try to prepare them and do the things in practice to give them the best chance to win. And so those things you'll look at. I'm not a big number guy or those type of things. So you're looking for the overall way we're playing and how we're playing, and are we doing the things the right way.